Welcome to the Gym Owners Business Podcast with Mel Tempest. The Gym Owners Business Podcast is proudly supported and sponsored by Thomas Plummer, MyZone, Creative Fitness Marketing, and All Smiles Creative. The Gym Owners Business Podcast is part of the Gym Owners Business Network, which is the industry's go-to online hub designed to better service the needs of fitness business owners. The Gym Owners Business Network is currently finalising foundation memberships, so if you're a fitness business that would like to gain valuable and extensive exposure to the Australian and global fitness industries, then head to gymownersbusinessnetwork.net to find out more.
Well, good morning. It's Mel Tempest from the Gym Owners Business Podcast and Network, proudly sponsored by Evolt Body Scans and MyZone Wearable Technology. Today, I'm speaking to Michelle and Margaret from Debit Success. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Mel.
Good morning, Mel. How are you?
I'm very well. Has your day started busy?
Yes.
Yes.
It always starts busy, but we prefer to be busy than bored.
Yes.
Well, I don't doubt that you're definitely looking after all of your clients, and that's why you're busy. You guys do an awesome job at that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, listen, the fitness show is coming up in about 10 days' time, and it's very exciting. Everybody looks forward to the fitness show every year, heading up to Sydney, and sometimes, obviously, the fitness show has smaller shows in Melbourne and in Brisbane. So what is hot and what is happening at Debit Success at the expo this year on the stand?
I thought about this in the car when I was driving to the office, and it was pitch black, by the way, but we won't go there about how early I start. But I think, I honestly believe the hottest thing about Debit Success, and I'm not being arrogant here, but the hottest thing is us. And the reason I say that is because when I look amongst our team, we have probably more than 50 years experience in our industry, in our team, and our team come from all sides of the gym floor. We've got personal trainers, we've got ex-gym owners, we've got club managers, and we've got some in our team that have come from a financial background, and some of them are still actively involved in gyms. We've got some of the guys that are still doing personal training. And yes, we do have a proven billing and software solution, but more importantly, we are passionate and committed to assisting you in finding solutions for your business. And I'm talking not just your billing and software solutions, but every aspect of your business. We are here to help and seriously care. So don't hesitate to drop in and see us at Filex. We would love to meet you all, and we would provide a very warm welcome. And you may be surprised at some of the answers that we can give you in regards to building that most fantastic business, which is yours.
Well, you know, as both you ladies know, I converted to Debit Success about 5 years ago, and it's been absolutely fantastic for my retention. It's been great for my KPIs because Debit Success makes, you've got this awesome system that creates accountability within the business. Margaret, I'll just ask you just a question. Can you just tell me, just say one or two of the tools within the Debit Success structure that you feel that the clubs are underusing, that they could be using more, that's going to create more turnover for them?
Yeah, absolutely. I might actually take that question.
Go for it, Michelle.
So there are a couple of tools that Debit Success has released this year that I believe are strongly being underutilised. And you touched on a good point earlier around retention, Mel. Inevitably, we're going to have members that leave the gym. But one of the things that you want to go through as part of members leaving is capturing the reason why they left. Unless you know the real reason why the member has left the gym, there's nothing that you can do to actually, fix that up or improve it so that the member doesn't have that reason or doesn't want to leave the gym in the future. So Debit Success has created a tool via the website now, which allows you to define your own cancellation reasons. Now, those reasons are 100% customizable for your gym. So you can define whether that was because it was too expensive, maybe the loos were a little bit dirty, or maybe the classes weren't quite up to scratch. But there is now the option to actually define what those are, and better yet, also be able to report on those so that come the end of month or year or quarter, you can actually look at those and see if there are any common themes and any opportunities to improve the service within the gym.
So, Michelle, how important are those numbers to club owners?
They are hugely important. You've got to find out, what's going on. No one ever wants to know that something is wrong with their club, but unless you actually face those reasons, you can't actually make decisions to improve on those. So we think it is 150% important. We've had a few clubs actually launch with those reasons, and the surprising thing is, Mel, sometimes the reasons that they think members are leaving aren't actually the real reasons why members are leaving.
Yeah, I happen to agree with that. And I think that, we're in a highly competitive market at the moment. As you both know, there's gyms opening up on every second corner. And even my business is an example of this. 100 metres down the road 5 years ago, I didn't have any other facilities to compete with, and now I have 4 within 100 metres. So,
which I saw last time I was down, I was absolutely staggered about.
It's incredible. And even when I drive around my community, like, a couple of weeks ago, I said to my own team, there's 86 or 87 fitness facilities in Ballarat now, but there's probably more than that. So it's becoming quite competitive. And obviously these tools that Debit Success is offering their clients is going to help them retain their business. And that's what we need at the end of the day. Now, with the fitness show coming up in 10 days, if I was to come along to your booth, what are some of the things that I'm going to be able to see?
Just before you jump off onto that, Mel, I just want to reflect a little bit on retention, because I think a lot of businesses don't realise the importance of credit control in regards to retention. We know for a fact if you are able to get your members back on track before that debt spires out of control, you're going to keep them for the longer term. So that's also another very important component on retention, is managing that credit control.
So is that something, Margaret, if we come along to the booth, are you going to be able to show them what you have in place to control that?
Most definitely. And we'll work with them on a solution that fits with their business, how they want to convey that to their members.
Are you finding that more clubs are suffering from arrears nowadays?
Most definitely.
And what do you think the cause of that is? I mean, I know you don't have the answer, but what do you think might be one of the underlying factors as a reason as to why clients are going into arrears?
I think the most important factor comes at the time when you actually sit down with that member and you sign them up for a membership. I mean, we have a lot of clubs that are still billing, okay, I'm going to bill everyone Thursday of every fortnight. How many people get paid on a Thursday every fortnight? So, I mean, ideally, when you sit down and sign a customer up for direct debit, you actually sit down and customise a plan that suits them. They get paid weekly on a Friday. The debit happens weekly on a Friday. We know bank accounts are a better collection than credit cards, for instance, and it stands to reason because people's wages are going into their bank account, not their credit card. So it's more about targeting the right membership plan or the frequency and the schedule for that particular client, and therefore your collection rate is going to be a lot better. So a lot of the times it's not so much that the member hasn't got the money, is that we've aligned, or the business has aligned their direct debit out of sync with what their budget is.
So as I'm listening to you, I'm thinking to myself, perhaps this is something that club owners can think about. When the member is sitting down and filling in, obviously, their membership form, perhaps there should be a selection on there of the preferred day of the week that the member wants their direct debit taken out of their account. Do you think that would be a good tool?
Most definitely. And we also know, too, that weekly transactions are going to give you the higher collection rate, because it stands to reason. Instead of trying to hit someone's account for $30, you're only hitting it for $15, and people are more likely to have $15 in their bank account than $30. And also from the business perspective, you're going to get that income on a weekly basis. So you're getting cash flow into your business, which is so important as well.
It certainly is. So what other tools will you have on the booth that you think club owners would like to come along and have a look at?
Yeah, absolutely. Good question, Mel. So we're actually going to be on stand 1512 next week, and we're very excited about it. For the first time this year, we'll actually be co-hosting the booth with our sister company PaySmart, so we will be under the TSG umbrella, and along there we will have our software solutions, clubware, as well as Links modular solutions. Now, some of the other really cool features that we'll be talking about on the stand, Margaret touched on it before, around key business decisions around signing members up. We have a dashboard which we're going to release in the coming weeks. It's actually called a reversal rate dashboard, and it will actually cut up all the transactions that a club has. We will show, what the percentage of weekly transactions that reverse compared to fortnightly and monthly. We will also break up the transactions between, say, bank account and credit card, as well as the day of the week. And the idea there, Mel, is that we give gym owners the opportunity to make business decisions to increase or reduce the reversal rates of their club. So we know for a fact that bank accounts, as an example, have a lower reversal rate than credit cards, and we can prove that out by this reversal rate dashboard. And similarly, we always know that weekly transactions are also going to have a lower reversal rate than, say, fortnightly payments. Some other cool things that we have on the stand, Clubware, we released the mobile app about 6 months ago now. That's been going really well. We're constantly releasing new features on there. The most exciting one is the ability for members to actually make overdue payments via the app itself. And we'll also be showcasing our SaaS product, or our Clubware web product. We're very excited about that. That's been worked on for the better part of the past 18 months. And we'd love to be able to show, our current clients and anyone else who's interested what that looks like.
So let me ask, and either of you ladies can answer this question. If there's a club owner out there that's not satisfied with their current direct debit billing company, how easy is it for them to flip over to Debit Success and, of course, Clubware?
Yeah, that's a good question, and it's something that we've worked on, and it's part of our normal day-to-day job. So we have agreements with other direct debiting providers that allows us to transfer members from their current billing provider to Debit Success as well as Clubware. That process can take anywhere up to 4 weeks to process, but it is a process that we have been through many times before. It's part of our day-to-day job. And I'm proud to say that we actually have a very few issues with transitions these days.
So sorry, Margaret, yes?
I think one of the other things is some business owners are concerned about the conversion of their current software. I mean, Clubware, for instance, we've converted, I think, probably I don't think there's a software that we haven't converted into Clubware, and we will do that on behalf of the gym, convert it into Clubware, let them have a look at it, see that they're happy about it before we sign off and go forward. So that is part of what we offer in part of the transfer.
And it's obviously a very simplified process, because I know a lot of older school club owners, or even new, say, personal trainers coming into the industry that need to bill their clients. You make it very simplified, and obviously, you'll buddy up with the club owner or the personal trainer to walk them through the whole process.
Most definitely. And I mean, you would be hopefully a perfect example of that, Mel, because we worked with you when you did your transition from your previous provider. And I think you were relatively happy with that, weren't you?
I was actually, to be honest, it was like one morning I was with one provider that I wasn't happy with. The next week I was with you guys, and it was just so simplified. There were no headaches. You guys just took control of everything and made life very easy for me. So if somebody did pick up the phone and ask me for a testimonial, that's exactly what I would tell them.
And we love having you on board too. It's just it's wonderful to have a partner like you.
Thank you very much. So this morning we have spoken to Margaret and Michelle from Debit Success. Now, ladies, before we close off our coffee podcast, is there anything that you would like to add? Could you just reiterate where you'll be at the fitness show, where everybody can find you? Do they need to make an appointment? And if they aren't going to the fitness show, what's the best number for them to call you on?
Okay, so we will be at stand 1512 at Filex this year. Please come down and say hi, whether you're a prospect or a client, or you just want to find a little bit more information about Debit Success and the greater TSG family. So on our stand, we will be showcasing our Clubware mobile app, the Clubware web product. We'll be showing you some analytics as well as some new features across the Debit Success website. If you want to get in touch with us, please contact us at team@debitsuccess.com or 1300 473 463.
And I guess on top of that as well, any other questions you've got, if you need some help with access providers, for anything outside of just the billing and software, more than happy to assist. We certainly have a lot of partners over the years that would be more than happy to assist you in any changes or any solutions that you're looking for.
Sounds fantastic. Now, for those that are new to the fitness industry, I'll just let you know that Filex is the educational component that runs alongside the fitness show. So the fitness show is an expo that has a vast variety of suppliers, such as Debit Success, equipment suppliers, clothing companies, anything that you need to run within your business, and that runs alongside the educational component, which is Filex, which you heard Michelle mention throughout the podcast. So the ladies are actually at the fitness show, and Filex is the educational component. I've had a great morning speaking to both of you. I know I'll be seeing you both next week at the Business Summit on the Thursday, so I look forward to that. Thank you very much for your time this morning, Michelle and Margaret.
Excellent. Thank you, and congratulations, Mel, on the nomination. Looking forward to it.
Thank you very, very much, Margaret. I'm looking forward to the result too, but you know what? At the end of the day, I'm very grateful for being up there alongside two very prominent industry professionals.
And at the end of the day, there's a drink in it no matter which way it goes.
So true. Thanks, ladies.
Okay.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.